Hey guys, today's episode is my 5,000 mile ownership review of my 2015 GLA 45 AMG. Okay guys, after 5,000 miles of daily driving, and again, I put on about 4,300 of those miles. I think we're just over 5,000 now. I bought the car with 900 miles. The seats are in fantastic shape. Now, I remember when I had my 2014 CLA 45, I had the cloth seats, which wore pretty badly in 22,000 miles, but I remember there was a whole thread on the CLA 45 forum where these Recaro seats after 5,000 miles looked terrible. The leather was all creased and in terrible shape. Well, that's not the problem on my GLA. I know a couple of you saying why you're always reporting about the seat wear. It shouldn't wear in only a couple thousand miles, but that was a big problem on the 2014 CLAs. So whatever they did, it seems like they fixed it. I'm in and out of this car all the time, but I'm very careful with seat wear, especially on the sides here, and as you can see, the seat is perfect. Let's release the trunk. There's a trunk button here right on inside of the driver's door, and the trunk will go up. It's a power trunk. You can actually set it by pressing this button. You could stop it anywhere along the line, and that'll be your new stopping point. So I'm tall. When I first got this, I started hitting my head. I'm 6 feet tall, so I have it all the way up so I don't bash my head. And you can see there's, I barely make it. You could probably be about 6'1", 6'2" without hitting your head. And even though on video this probably looks small, you've seen my hockey bag in here. A hockey bag is equal to about 2 golf bags, and you can see actually how much room it actually fits. And I have a second bag for my helmet, which I snag in the corner here, and that fits in very well as well. So there's a ton of room for a small car. It's a really excellent use of space. And there's a storage underneath. You have some equipment from the Harman Kardon stereo system, and you have your air pump in case you get a flat tire, since there is no spare tire for this car and the tires are not run flats. Right now I have winter Blizzaks on, but it comes with summer tires, non-run flat. Put that back. You also have a pass-through here. These seats fold down, both rear seats. You also have a pass-through here for skis. Very convenient. This little security here, since it's a hatchback and the back windows are not tinted to hide what's in your trunk. To close the trunk here, you can use the handle if you want to pull it down. What I just do is press this button and the power trunk will take it all the way down. I think we're all spoiled now with power trunks. Forgive the dirtiness of the car. It's dead of winter here and there's salt all over the roads. I'm going to be washing it shortly. Okay, so as you can see, we have just over 5,000 miles now. 4,200 were put on by me. I bought the car with about 900 miles on it, give or take. $6,200 red line here. There is a fuel cutoff, so you can exceed it. So if you're accelerating fast, say in manual mode, you actually have to do the shift. So in comfort mode, it'll shift for you. Sport mode, it'll shift for you. If you have it in manual mode, it won't shift for you, and you can have an embarrassing fuel cutoff, because once those turbos kick in at like 3,000 RPM, it does rev very fast to 6,250. I really haven't had that happen in this car because I'm used to it. I had the same engine again on the CLA 45. It did happen to me a couple times in the CLA 45. You do have race start with this. You have to go through a bunch of buttons. I know you have to take the traction and stability control off. You got to click both paddles, and then you got to confirm with one more paddle, and then what you do is you step on the brake, rev the engine, and then you let go of the brake. The problem is once you go through the sequences of all those steps, you only have like 2 seconds to do it. So you'll never be at a time of traffic light, which you shouldn't do anyway, or do it on a public road, because it just, you have to do those 2 seconds, so you got to have to start the procedure all over again. Like I've said in other reviews, yeah, the speedometer goes to 200. That's great. I'm sure the car is definitely electronically limited. I forget what the top speed is. But here, let's say if you drive from 0 to 70, you're only using about a quarter of the speedometer. So what I do is I go into the settings and just make, it's not a heads-up display, but this way you get a big miles per hour. Porsche has that problem too. The speedometer, basically the numbers are too close together and makes it unusable. This is certainly better than that, but I think this is even a better way of doing it. As far as the dual clutch transmission goes, it's a very good dual clutch. It's a lot better than my 14. I know it's improved for 15. From what I hear, it's also improved for 2016. Actually, I shouldn't say I hear. I test drove a 16 almost back to back with this. The 16 is improved and the suspension is slightly softer, but wasn't enough for me to justify that extra $15,000. Just because a 15 used one you can probably get for mid to high 40s, and you know, new ones are probably mid 60s. To me, the sport exhaust is a must-have. It's a cheap option. I forget how much it was, $500-600, but it's well worth it. It really brings out the character of the car. I think the Recaro seats also are a must-have option. This concludes my 5,000-mile ownership review of my 2015 GLA 45 AMG. Please leave a positive comment below. Please remember to like this video, and please remember to subscribe to our channel. All three of those allow us to rise in the rankings. Thanks again for your continued support, and we'll see you tomorrow.